let me tell you about A Slice of Vinyl's first record fair. Ahoy hoy everybody, and welcome to this video where I talk about Slice of Vinyl's record fair that they hosted on Sunday the 6th of August. I say it's their first. They did do some smaller ones pre-lockdown, which I never got the chance to go to because they were always on days where I was working. But this was the first one they've done post-lockdown, and it's their first big one that they've done. It was called Record Fair and More, because it wasn't just record stalls, more of which in a moment. But yes, it was running from 12 to 5, and it was St John's Church in Gosport, which is a non-operational church. I believe you can, if you are an existing member of the flock there, you can still hire it for weddings and funerals and things like that, but they don't hold regular Sunday services or anything like that. Yeah, headed down there, and it was £1 entry, which covered the cost of hiring the hall for Kieran and Emma and the Slice of Vinyl team. But it also gave you entry into a raffle. The prize was donated by Audio Technica, and it was a Riga P1 Eco, I think, turntable, which I didn't win. But yeah, headed in. So as I say, it was advertised as Record Fair and More. So it was mainly record stalls. There was 1, 2, 3. So it was sort of 3 columns of tables, the middle one being double-sided. And all of the first 2 were records only. The third one, or the back of the second one, was half records, half vintage toys. And then the other side there was more vintage toys, and an art stall and a fudge stall. Then at the back there was a stall selling knitted toys. I didn't probably look at those, so I couldn't tell you exactly what they were. Another art stall, and then at the back behind that was a stall where you could paint your own garden gnomes of famous rock stars, people like Lemmy and Keith Richards and people like that. But yeah, got in probably 5 past, 10 past 12 by the time I got in there, because there's a bit of a queue to get in, and just headed straight to the stalls. A few I recognised from who obviously go to the Heathen Chemistry Record Fair in Fareham, which I occasionally go and visit. And Kieran, obviously, Slice of Vinyl had its own stall there that Dominic was manning. And then there was a guy who was literally just selling off his record collection because he needed space. So a nice mixture. I looked through everything pretty much. Came away with 4 records from 2 different stalls. So the first stall that I bought something from was the second stall third stall I visited. It was after Slice of Vinyls. And as I was browsing, the stall owner came up and said, "Hello, Martin." And so I sort of looked up and said, "Hi." And he said, "Oh, I watch your video." He said, "You don't know me, but I watch your videos." I said, "Oh, thank you very much." And we had a little chat. And his name is Richard, and it's just gone completely out of my head. Warwick. And he has his own YouTube channel, which I haven't checked out yet, but I will link below, because he was a very nice man. And I do intend going and giving him a sub. But yes, looked through his stock and found 2 items I wanted. He did take them out of the bags with the prices on, so I'm trying to remember what I paid. I think first one was this Roxy Music album for £15, I think. This is their 3rd album, Stranded. So I think I'm nearly there with Roxy Music now. I think I've only got 2 or 3 more to get. I did check out the condition, and it's very good. On the Pink Rim Island. Yeah, couldn't find any faults on that. And then The Smiths, The World Won't Listen, which was £25. So this is compilation of non-album tracks, mainly singles. That's sort of necessary to get if you're collecting The Smiths, unless you buy all the singles. Again, really, really very good condition, practically flawless, if not flawless. And then the other two items I bought were from a stall who I always see at the Heathen Chemistry fairs. And I've bought stuff from them in the past and they've been fine. They're always on sale and have got two prices marked, you know, and you obviously pay the lesser one. But where they ever charge for full price, I've no idea, because I've never seen them not, as I say, on sale. Also, they've got this habit, neither of the items I picked up have any of this, but they have this habit of including bits of ephemera in with their albums, which I wouldn't, you know, if I was picking up an album and that I needed, it came with that, would be great. But I think he sort of does it to sort of entice people to buy albums they already own. But that's fine if it works. Fair play to him. But yeah, picked up two titles. One is a mini Grail. I've been looking for it for a while, and that's an original Blue Monday by New Order. So yeah, priced at 21, and then with the sale sticker, so it cost me 15. So it's first pressing, die cut. I checked the. I know it's first pressing because I checked the matrix and the what's the word? You know, the etchings on the inner groove. And it's Strawberry Outvoted and Strawberry Hotel Fortel, whatever it's, which means it's the original pressing. It might be a reissue of the original pressing, if you see what I mean, because there's about 4 or 5 different versions of the original pressing. But yeah, glad to have found that. I've held off and avoided getting a repress or, you know, a modern reissue, or the Blue Monday 88. That's been easy to find, but in the 6 months or so I've been looking for this is the first one I found, and it was at a price I was happy to pay, and it's in very good condition. And then the other one I picked up from them, oops, sorry for knocking that, is Funkadelic, Uncle Jam Wants You, Rescue Dance Music from the Blahs. So this, stickered at 29, cost 22. So it's in one of these type sleeves, which is fine. I'm happy to leave it in there. Protect the gatefold. This is on Warner Brothers. There is a scratch just there, but you can't feel it, so I think it might just be cause noise rather than any problems. But yeah, happy with those 4 pickups. This stall also, I think I ballsed up and neglected to buy a Prince 12-inch I needed, but I might be misremembering what they had. In my head, they had an Insatiable 12-inch, which I thought I had, but I haven't. But I might be misremembering, and they didn't have it at all, and it might be something totally different. But hopefully, next time I see them anywhere, they'll still have it. Fingers crossed, if they did have it in the first place. But yeah, other than that, I visited the fudge stall because I love fudge, and it's all profits from it go to charity anyway. And I spent £20 on fudge. It was £4 each for a plastic tub full of about 16, I think it probably is, bits of fudge of each flavour. And I bought 5 of them, and I took them into work, and a few of us have been nibbling away at them, and they're still there now. But yeah, very nice fudge. Then probably about an hour doing all of that, and then I went and kept Kieran company on the door, basically. we were chatting for a couple of hours. I grabbed a hot dog from a hot dog stand outside, which was very nice, a wild boar hot dog. I enjoyed a great deal. And then, yeah, after a couple of hours, that was it. Left. But yeah, really good. Very successful. They, first time they'd done something of this scale, I didn't know what the turnout would be. They had over 500 people through the door, nearly 300 of which were in the first hour. It was manic. It was tight to move in there. But it's not so uncomfortable that, it was horrible. But, once I was done, I was sort of happy to get out of the main room. But there was a separate area they had with a bar, and also there was a sort of seating area there and a games area with a pool table and board games and a Nintendo 64, I think it was. So kids had something to do while mum and dad were inside looking at records and what have you, which was great. And, there was lots of kids there. Clearly lots of people were turning up who don't usually go to record fairs, because a number of people who hadn't bought cash, and a number of times as I was walking around, I heard people with stall holders say, there's a cash machine in the shop across the road. And then when I was stood on the door, a number of people said, oh, we're just nipping over to get some cash, and then we were coming back. I've been in, I've already paid. And yes, in you go. Whereas, being a seasoned record fair person, I knew that many of the stalls would not take cash because they don't want the taxman knowing what's going on. They would not take card, rather, because they don't want the cash man knowing what's going on. So I took plenty of cash. But yeah, as I say, really good event. Went well. It's not going to be a monthly or bi-monthly thing. It's too much hard work for the team to do. But it will certainly be an annual thing. Or, well, I say certainly, almost certainly be an annual thing. Which is good because it brought a lot of people together, made a lot of people happy. But yeah, that is the Slice of Vinyl record fair and more. Thank you for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in another video. Thanks. Bye.